Yo, America, planet Earth, what's good? You know who this is. This is your boy CODELL, and welcome back to another episode of CODELL Crypto. Hey, today, this is going to be good. I'm going to be showing you from the central bank's own white paper how they want to control and dictate your ability to spend your finances the way you see fit through central bank digital currency, aka CBDCs. So get ready, folks, because this is important information and I am doing my best to make sure you all know this. Let's get into it. All right, guys, here we go. So, as you can see, we are on federalreserve.gov. So this is the official Federal Reserve website. So everything I read off here, this is straight from their mouth, okay? So let's get into this. I'm not gonna read this whole thing, just some stuff that I've highlighted that I feel is extremely important for all you people to know, okay? So check this out, key topics, here we go. The Federal Reserve's initial analysis suggests that a potential US CBDC, if you don't know what a CBDC is, again, that's a central bank digital currency, if one were created, would best serve the needs of the United States by being privacy protected, intermediated, widely transferable, and identity verified, okay? The identity verified part, that should have you guys concerned. Let's keep going, okay? Here's the introduction. This is what they say. A CBDC is defined as a digital liability of the Federal Reserve that is widely available to the general public. While Americans have long held money predominantly in digital form, for example, in bank accounts recorded as computer entries on commercial bank ledgers, a CBDC would differ from existing digital money available to the general public because a central bank digital currency would be a liability of the Federal Reserve, not a commercial bank. So basically, in a nutshell, what they're saying in that statement is it would centralize our money even more than it already is. So we already have this small handful of banks that we pretty much deal with. You know, I mean, you got small banks around the country, but you know, you got the Wells Fargo, US Bank, Bank of America, all that stuff, Chase. You know what I'm saying? This would basically eliminate the need for even those big banks and just, like I said, centralize money to the full. So not good, all right? They admit it right there. Moving on, here we go. This is also what they say in their paper, central bank digital currency. The Federal Reserve is considering how a CBDC might fit into the U.S. money and payments landscape. A crucial test for potential CBDC is whether it would prove superior to other methods that might address issues of concern outlined in this paper. Okay, so what are some of their concerns, okay, and benefits? We'll start off with the benefits, okay? Potential benefits of a CBDC, which is a central bank digital currency. This is what they're claiming some of the benefits could be. A CBDC could potentially serve as a new foundation for the payment system and a bridge between different payment services, both legacy and new. It could also maintain the centrality of safe and trusted central bank money in a rapidly digitizing economy. So basically they're admitting right here that, you know, they don't want to lose control. And yes, they're correct in the aspect of, you know, they could potentially help bridge the gap between legacy and new. But really what they'd be doing is they'd be taking the new and they'd be making it, they'd be basically centralizing all of it. So it'd be all bad, okay? Let's move along. So we'd be stuck in the same system we're in now, just an updated version. Okay, so this is what they say. Support the dollar's international role. This is also very revealing. Another potential benefit of a U.S. issued central bank digital currency could be to preserve the dominant international role of the US dollar. The dollar is the world's most widely used currency for payments and investments. It also serves as the world's reserve currency. The dollar's international role benefits the United States by, among other things, lowering transactions and borrowing costs for US households, businesses, and government. The dollar's international role also allows the United States to influence standard for the global global monetary system. So I think most of us probably know the basics of that, okay? So, but what they're saying again is, in a nutshell, is they feel like they need the CBDC, or at least they're using it as an excuse to preserve the US dollar's role as the reserve currency of the world. So, yeah. I call bull on that, and I honestly don't even know, this whole nother topic, but I don't even know if anyone should be the reserve currency of the world, any particular country's currency. So anyways, moving along, check this out, you guys. Now, here they are. They're going to admit their potential risks and policy considerations for a CBDC, okay? So, this is what they say. Banks currently rely in large on deposits to fund their loans. A widely available CBDC would serve as a close, or in the case of an interest-bearing CBDC, which again is a central bank digital currency, near perfect substitute for commercial bank money. Again, they're admitting they want to centralize everything more. The substitution effect could reduce the aggregate amount of deposits in the banking system, which could in turn increase bank funding expenses and reduce credit availability to raise credit costs for households and businesses. So households, you and me, businesses, small businesses, big businesses. You know who's going to get hit the hardest on that? The small and mid-sized businesses. Similarly, in a interest-bearing central bank digital currency could result in a shift away from other low-risk assets such as shares in money market, mutual funds, treasury bills, and other short-term instruments. The shift away from these other low-cost risk assets could reduce credit availability or raise credit costs for businesses and government. Again, they're admitting, they're not saying it will, but you know what they're saying, okay? Then it goes on to say these concerns could potentially be mitigated by CBDC design choices. A non-interest bearing central bank digital currency, for example, would be less attractive as a substitute for commercial bank money. In addition, a central bank might limit the amount of central bank digital currency an end user could hold. So they're admitting that they have the central bank digital currency set up to where if they wanted to, they could program it to limit your ability to hold the amount you want to hold and spend it in the way that you see fit. Very, very tyrannical and very scary. So I want you to really let that sink into your head, okay? And I want you to hopefully that right there encourages you to go out and do more research. Anyways, let's keep moving. A CBDC could spur innovation by banks and other actors and would be a safer deposit substitute than many other products, including stablecoins and other types of non-bank money. These forms of non-bank money could cause a shift in deposits away from banks even without a central bank digital currency. So basically, what they're admitting right here is that they're terrified of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and other cryptos that basically abide by the same principles as cryptocurrency, as Bitcoin, as blockchain. So DeFi, all that good stuff. If you don't know what DeFi is, that is decentralized finance. So let's keep it moving. Before we do, make sure if you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that little notification bell, and help me spread the gospel of crypto. All right, here we go, guys. Operational resilience and cybersecurity. Now here, this is very telling as well. Threats to existing payment services, including operational disruptions and cybersecurity risks, would apply to a CBDC as well. Any dedicated infrastructure for a central bank digital currency would need to be extremely resilient to such threats, and the operators of the central bank digital currency infrastructure would need to remain vigilant as bad actors employ ever more sophisticated methods and tactics. Designing appropriate defenses for CBDC could be particularly difficult because a central bank digital currency network could potentially have more entry points than existing payment services. So again, this goes back to what I've been saying throughout this whole video. They want to centralize everything more, but they're also admitting that by centralizing everything that much more, the financial system that much more, it makes our financial system even more susceptible to fraud, hackings, all that stuff. So theft, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
All right,
so with that said, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Again, if you like what I'm doing, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and help your boy CODELL spread the gospel of crypto. All right, hey, and remember, God loves you. All right, guys, until next episode, I'm out. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.